Hey guys, it's Roger. I'm on location. That's 84 Weddington Road, right on the other side of that berm. And by the way, historically speaking, along those berms there is where the Wesley Chapel post office was years ago, along with a cotton gin and a general merchandise store. When that big white house that still stands, the Price House, was there. It's another neighborhood back there. This is the back of Pinnacle at Wesley Chapel. These homes, some of the last being built here. I want to tell you about 3 opportunities that you have to live in this Taylor Morrison 55 plus community relative to new construction. Of course, there are always resales. We love this neighborhood so much that my wife and I built a house in here. And then if you know me, a subscriber to the channel, you know that she changed her mind. Incidentally, she's changed her mind back, and now we're purchasing another house around the corner in a 55 plus. Ask me about that when you call. But we like it so much here because it's a boutique 55 plus community. The location's great, just about a mile down from that Target, Hickory Tavern, Greco Fresh Grill, all, you know, the banks, the restaurants. I get my hair cut down there in that corner. It's very convenient, very great location, really. So they have 2 models. It's just interesting. I was telling the sales guy today, when this Laney model home went up, I remember. And I remember when the Presley next door to it went up. If you stick around to the end, I'll give you guided video tours of this Presley. It's for sale now. And this Laney. The Laney's price about $525. This one's about $570. So those video tours of each of those particular houses are at the end. The last thing they're going to do is tear up this parking lot, and they'll build another house there. So guys, about 60 homes. They've got a dog park on my right, a butterfly garden. By the way, I was going to hijack that dog park when I moved in and change the sign to say Jack's Dog Park. Although Jack was the first one in there, I've got video to prove that. But guys, it's fun for me to see everything line up. You got all the sod down, to see it go from start to finish. I remember when they were first framing those Presley and Laney model homes, I was excited. We built the Presley, and they're also building that Presley out at their second 55 plus, which is more of a resort community. It's called Esplanade at Northgate. And so when you call me, I'm going to team you up with one of my team members, and we're going to show you what's left here, depending on when you call. Then we're going to show you Esplanade if you like, and you know, all of the other 55 plus in the marketplace. Now, I'm coming up on the house that we built. If you stick around to the end, I'll show you that exact house from start to finish in my 50 video series, Building from the Ground Up, which is very good, by the way, for anybody that's building a new home, to kind of just set the expectations. I just love this lot. There it is. It's a Presley. And I love the lot with woods on the side, woods in the back. Stick around, watch it. That house coming up from the ground up. That's the title of my playlist. You know, seeing the neighbors putting together their landscaping just right, it's great. Now, I'm on my way not only to show you the rest of the neighborhood here, Pinnacle at Wesley Chapel, I've also got one more spec that I want you to see that's available as a new construction opportunity. And it is a Laney also, but it's got an upstairs. So it's actually priced less than the Laney model, which is everything on one level. That's a ranch. But it's got an upstairs, but not all of the model home accoutrements that this one does. Now, by the way, here's the back of their amenity. Not a huge amenity. They've got a meeting room in there, a fitness room, and really nice for events. They've also got, I'll show you, it's really cool with the wraparound porch. It's really cool because they've got a fire pit place. So you're going to have 60 of your next best friends here playing cards, you know, watching the game together, sitting around chewing the fat out here at the fire pit, which is right here. Gas fire pit with Adirondack chairs right there in front. That's a good place to gather as well. So you come over, you get the mail. You know, USPS not letting you have mailboxes these days. You got a mail kiosk. Well, that's a good way for you to meet your neighbors as well. And then there's a bocce court right here next to that. So if that's your thing, you're going to have some big, fat, juicy fun. That's a Southern term, by the way. Some big, fat, juicy fun hitting that bocce. Now at Esplanade, of course, they got a couple of pickleball courts. They're going to have a pool. They're going to have an amenity center, resort style. So we'd like to show you that. There's a difference, right? This is a small boutique community. This location might be suited better for you. It was perfect for us. We love that. It's so close to that Target over there. And this one's nearing completion. Esplanade, much larger, a pool, pickleball courts, etc. Outdoor, of course. Now that my wife's a pickler, she'd much rather play indoors. But I think because we bought in a neighborhood that's got 12 pickleball courts, she's gonna be playing outdoors some, if you catch my drift, you know? So right here is 324, we're going up to number 316. These are your neighbors, y'all. So again, you know, there's some benefit too to buying at the end of when it's a closeout type community. There it is right there, 57, looking back right there. I had my eye on that one, but that one was probably built from dirt and was a to be built, we call that in my industry. So here we go, guys. Got an upstairs 1.5 story, lot 57, and that one's priced really, really reasonably. So you've got more square footage, including an upstairs, one extra bedroom than the model, and you've got a lower price tag, about $490 as opposed to $525. The ranch is $525, but it's a model. This one's $490, but it's got an upstairs. In those two model homes, by the way, stay to the end to see the tours. I love that for you, and here's why. The area rugs come with it. The area rugs and all the drapes. Marcy Sachs told me the difference between drapes and curtains. Shout out to Romancing the Home Interiors, our personal interior designer. So there are the models down there. You can see the backs. One of them has even got a retractable awning on it that comes with it. Really cool. So guys, there are several great opportunities for new construction here in Pinnacle at Wesley Chapel. And there are opportunities for resale typically most all the time anywhere. So what you want to do is give me a call. Let me connect you with one of my team members. I'm out shooting videos every day, and if you have a video of a house that's come on your market, on your radar that you want me to go shoot, whether here or anywhere, just couple that with a phone call, 704-345-3400. And you know, would you be interested, you know, if you've been with me this long, you probably like me. If you like my vibe, join my tribe, hit subscribe and ring the bell. But this is the same color scheme that we bought back there on that lot back there. And you know what I did notice, and I'm an experienced buyer agent. You know what I did notice? The color of the windows was tan with a dark blue. I was looking at the dark blue, and that was the very thing, that was one of the buttons that she had. I said, oh baby, I'll change the windows, I'll paint the windows, blah, blah, blah. Ultimately, she just wasn't quite ready to leave the home that she's been in for 20 some years and that we live in now. And it is hard, but hey, you know, seasons of life, they do change. And for us, over there with 100 kids on the cul-de-sac, you know, right. So here, a bunch of old folks like me and Patty, so we love it. And there's a lot of history here. Here's that berm that I mentioned. Boy, if you're still with me, you really like me. That's where the Wesley Chapel post office was. There was a general merchandise store and a cotton gin right there. Right down the road is Price's Creek, and there's the Price House, the old historic Price House from about 1906, still kicking. All right, guys, on location, Pinnacle at Wesley Chapel. We sure would love to help you here or anywhere. My team of buyer agents stand ready to serve you. 704-345-3400, and ask me about Esplanade from Taylor Morrison as well.